If you recall from my previous vlog, I broke the zipper on my favorite camera bag. So I searched dollar stores all around my hometown for a suitable replacement and found nothing except for this zipper solution as seen on TV. And I'm here to tell you that it does not work without a little help from this super glue. It's a plastic replacement for the metal zipper, and it snaps together, but that snap kept coming undone every time I tried to pull the zipper closed. So I used super glue to glue it shut permanently, but unfortunately I also glued together a portion of my zipper. But it's at this end and it still works. All right, we're back out in the wilderness. Welcome to the EconoChallenge.
Yeah, drag my pack.
Must have got a bit of rain not too long ago, as everything out here is covered in ice today. And as the wind blows, the forest sounds kind of crunchy. But it's absolutely beautiful. Really beautiful.
Hi everybody.
So this spot right here is where we're going to build our camp for tonight. It's a nice secluded spot in from the beaver pond that's just behind me here. Hopefully this is going to be out of the wind, as we're supposed to get 40 to 60 km/h gusts during the day, and then it's supposed to calm down at night. And right now we are at -1. Not too bad. The repair that I did on the dollar store camera bag lasted until it was time to get the camera out, and it broke again. Oh well. We just stopped for a little lunch break, and then we'll get right back to shelter building.
I anticipated not really using a fire necessarily for anything other than sleeping. That's okay.
Well, we won't need it, but it'll be nice to have.
I'll need it for sure. I'll definitely need it.
I gotta tell you, I'm a little bit winded from collecting firewood so far. Whew! And I'm heating up a little too much. Gotta cool off a bit. Okay, so we're about 5, maybe 6 hours later, possibly more. Don't have a watch, but we finally got the 2 shelters built. And this is my first attempt at a super shelter. So I have an SOL tarp, reflective tarp, my Amazing Wilderness camp cot. Stuffed in between the layers, I have a thermarest to protect me from the cold from underneath, and just a painter's drop sheet to put around the whole setup.
It's about 200 years of evolution in one spot. We have one shelter made out of modern material. We have one shelter that's made out of traditional material. So the top of it's made out of an oilcloth, made by Tent Smiths. Very good company. It's something traditionally used. A lot of traditional campers use it. This is a really good traditional camping setup. I've basically built a amazing wilderness camp cot out of wool, and I've stuffed it with grass for my insulation. And we'll see how things go.
We're gonna have a long fire up the middle between us here. I'm fairly certain we're going to need to collect some more firewood. That's for sure. Need more light. Now I think we need more flame light. So I brought along my little laser thermometer. We did some checking. This fire's been going for 2 hours? About 2 hours at this point. And the 200-year-old technology shelter is in the neighborhood of -1, -2. And this shelter, the super shelter, I just checked, depending on where I pointed the laser pointer, was 14 degrees. That is a huge, huge difference. I'm definitely going to have to say that it works at this point. But we'll give you a full review in the morning. Well, good morning. We have successfully survived the night. And I must apologize to Morris. If I doubted you, I am sorry. Your system works really well. Sean is sacrificing his bed rails for our morning fire because we did run out of firewood in the middle of the night. But luckily Mother Nature didn't punish us too badly for that mistake. There's a better shot of the amazing wilderness camp cot inside the super shelter. And I did not need to use the SOL Escape Bivy at all. It really is surprisingly how warm you can get inside that super shelter. The last temperature we took with the laser thermometer showed a 15-degree difference between the two shelter systems and the outside. Fantastic. And I had a really great night's sleep last night. According to Sean, it was 9 hours?
You're about 9 hours, yeah.
About 9 hours. That's pretty good. I feel great.
So my night was a little different than Jeep's. Very good. Classic camping is fun, but it takes more work. So last night, the first 2 hours of sleep, I slept right through, no problem at all. As the night got a little cooler, I found myself waking up about once an hour, only because my feet were cold. And that was a result of me kind of moving around in my sleep, and then my feet come uncovered. So the cold wakes me up. I recover my sleep, and then I recover my feet, and then I just go back to sleep. So, but the classic camping is good though. It is fun. It's kind of neat to see how people did things a couple hundred years ago, and how their systems actually worked.
I'll tell you, it's a lot easier walking across the frozen ponds pulling this pulk sled, but in the bush it's definitely a challenge. I've got some adjustments I need to make. For one thing, it doesn't have a skeg, so it doesn't track very well going down hills. But walking out here on the ice, the wind chill, woo! It's cold, very cold. All right, we made it safely back to the truck. Thank you very much for watching the EconoChallenge, and we look forward to seeing you in the next vlog. Bye for now.
Goodbye.